Been having a couple of very busy days, so the next few videos are going to be some news that I'm catching up on, but I do think that some people in the community missed, because I know I did actually at first. One of those is a piece about Batman Arkham that's going to be very interesting to talk about, and that's whether or not these games are going to be in trouble moving forward, because let's be honest, we know the continuity isn't dead. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League still being set in the Arkhamverse of, if you want to call it that, is evidence enough of that. And there have been talks and rumors about perhaps WB going back and actually bringing back Arkham Origins, remastering it, but that's been off and on and neither here nor there for quite a while, so who knows on that front. And then there is Gotham Knights with its pretty back and forth reception. The community is very split on it. I would say probably this is the most split people have been on a Batman-y game, if you want to call it that, Bat family game, whatever, in a long time. And so kind of the question rolls down to what's going to happen after this with WB properties. Are they going to go to keep pushing that Arkham continuity that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is in? Are they going to double down, do a sequel to Gotham Knights with WB Montreal? We don't know yet, but when it comes to Rocksteady themselves, the actual key cornerstone behind the development of Batman Arkham Asylum, City, and Night, respectively, there's some big news, which is that Rocksteady Studios co-founders and studio heads Sefton Hill and Jamie Walker have made the decision to leave the studio. Now, there's a lot behind this that's going to be interesting to talk about. I will tell you right now that unless years from now someone comes out and shares like major drama or a massive creative decision that made them leave or maybe any kind of pressure or anything, right now everything just seems very, very amicable, very nice, above water, above board. No one's being a dick. Everyone's just kind of saying like, hey, we're going to be leaving, and everyone else is saying, hey, we love you guys. We hope you guys do great things in the future. We'll see you later. Have a good time. There's really no drama to report on with this, so that's not the focus of this story, but it's just a question of what will happen now going forward with this studio, because we don't even know exactly what they will be working on. There are still the rumors of a Superman game. Now, of course, with the DCEU, minor casting spoiler alert, we also have a focus with the DC Films division now, heavily on the Trinity of Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman moving forward to kind of market them as a bit of a baseline. So, it's actually more than likely that we will be able to see a Superman game in the coming years because of that, because it seems like with Zaslav coming in, the Discovery merger, everything going on, DC and WB are trying to find some baseline to market their stuff off of, both in film and in, of course, gaming. So to get right into the statement and talk about that, I wanted to read this to you, and then we could talk about it for just a minute, because they said, "We are very proud to have worked alongside Jamie and Sefton, who have led their talented teams to create some of the best games in the world. From the critically acclaimed hit Batman Arkham franchise to their evolutionary thinking with Suicide Squad, they have been great leaders of the team. Visiting Rocksteady Studios has always been a highlight for me personally. The attention to detail, the energy of the people, and a sense of what it is like to be in a high-performing studio. They have committed to the highest quality and excellence across all facets of game development while ensuring an outstanding culture of caring for their employees. With Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League nearly finished," which is a little update right there, "they have both decided to leave Rocksteady at the end of 2022 and will begin a new adventure in gaming. We have the utmost respect and gratitude for Jamie and Sefton and wish them all the best in their new endeavor, and like many fans, we look forward to what they do next. Rocksteady is very well positioned with veteran studio leadership being elevated to oversee the team. We are extremely pleased to announce that Nathan Burlow, longtime Rocksteady director of production and original founding member of the studio, will step up into the role of studio director, and Darius Sajayan, I really hope I said his name right, will take the reins as studio product director. Nathan and Darius are extremely talented executives, and they are passionate about continuing the high-quality game development of Rocksteady for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League and all future games. It is best to hear from Jamie and Sefton as well as Nathan and Darius directly, so they have shared their thoughts below. This one is from Jamie and Sefton. Our decision to leave Rocksteady was emotional to say the least. From the day we founded the company in 2004 all the way to today, Rocksteady has been our life and soul. It has given us the opportunity to do what we love most, make great games with exceptionally talented people. We are so proud of the team here for the games we have all made together, from our first game Urban Chaos to the much-loved Arkham series, and now the epic Suicide Squad. But there is something extra special about Rocksteady that goes beyond the games we make, and everyone who works here feels it. It's the incredible moments that we've shared over the years, the friendships we've made, and the care this team has for each other that have made this unforgettable journey so special. We believe people wear their Rocksteady t-shirts with pride because of how we treat each other and how it feels to be here. We want to thank the team for their hard work and everything they bring to make this such a great place. Some of our proudest moments happen because of this team's energy and talent. Getting the chance to work with Warner Bros. And DC on Batman, the wonderful Arkham games being way more than we could possibly have imagined. The chance to work with some of our childhood heroes, somebody wrote this wrong on the article, giving back to the industry we loved so much by helping budding games makers, and finally, building a culture here where people can just be themselves and together make great games. One very special ingredient in all of this is the Rocksteady fans. Their excitement and support for what we do is the fuel that motivates us to do our best. They are the extended Rocksteady team, and we wish them a huge thank you for energizing us over the last 18 years. Now, with Suicide Squad in safe hands and the team here stronger than ever, it's time to hand over the reins and for us to start a new adventure together in games. Nathan and Darius have proved their passion and skill at Rocksteady over many years. They are veterans of our industry, and we know their commitment to Rocksteady and their talent and energy will take the team to even greater heights. We couldn't be happier that they are leading the future here and wish them all the very best. That's Jamie Walker and Sefton Hill. Now, Nathan Burlow released his statement. Having worked with Jamie and Sefton as one of the founding members of the studio, I want to thank them for creating what I consider to be one of the best games development studios in the industry. It's been an absolute pleasure to work alongside them, and I wish them all the best in the future. I am very passionate and honored for the opportunity to continue the leadership of Rocksteady with Darius. My goal is to support our talented, hardworking team, retaining the heart and amazing culture of this studio. We are looking forward to building upon our successes with the upcoming release of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and our future games. Then Darius responded saying, I am thrilled to have the opportunity to lead and support the amazing, creative, and talented team at Rocksteady. Throughout my career at the studio, I have been driven by the team's passion and collaborative energy to achieve their creative vision. I want to extend my thanks to Jamie and Sefton for all the support and guidance they have provided over the years, and for the time we have spent working closely together, which has been very special to me. My commitment and goal are to continue building upon Rocksteady's legacy for delivering innovative and world-class game experiences. So what's interesting is they're going to remain at the studio until the end of 2022, which is coming up very quickly. However, it does kind of leave the question of what will happen from here. Now, I don't necessarily think it's a problem to have other industry veterans come up and move into the spot. I've never believed that one person is the entire show. That's never really been my belief. I think that there can certainly be linchpins. I do think that when it comes down to it, especially with Sefton Hill, when you are sort of at the forefront, when you're kind of like the star player, right? You're the face and people know who you are. When the successes happen, they're credited mainly to you, even if they are also from a ton of other people, like a massive contribution from everyone and you're a part of it. But also, when there are problems, it's also credited to you. There was some backlash towards Sefton following Arkham Knight in terms of its reception and what some players thought of it, because, you know, it was kind of one of the first things they did without Paul Dini being a little more involved, things like that. But I don't think that that has really anything to do with this, because you have to remember that was back in 2015. It's actually been 7 years since Arkham Knight released, which is pretty crazy. Rocksteady, and I would say WB Montreal even far more than Rocksteady, these branches in gaming under WB have been given a lot of leeway and room to kind of make their stuff because they proved themselves. At the very least, Rocksteady did. I do think that it's interesting to see this sort of change and shift in Rocksteady and kind of wonder what will happen from here. I'm kind of interested to hear your thoughts below. It does seem like Darius and Nathan are very experienced, who actually understand video games and actually want to make good ones. So I don't personally think this is a case of like, hey, they were fired and somebody else got brought in to replace them. Unless more information comes out way later to change the story and prove otherwise, there appears to be no drama here, nothing really spicy, nothing insane going on. Just two dudes who spent a lot of their career at one place deciding that they want to do something else, which I think is something that happens a lot, especially in the entertainment industry. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think this will affect future games? Do you think it won't? Do you think that these creative heads were the basic reason for why these games were so good? Or do you kind of fall in the same category like me? I've always thought that it was really like a contribution from everybody. Of course they matter, but so does everybody else. So I think that as long as you retain that core team, that ethos, and that heart, I think I'm pretty confident that I will enjoy what you put out. But I'm interested to hear what the audience on this channel thinks, because Arkham is something that matters a lot to so many of us, really has a personal and emotional connection to us. And I think it's something that we grew up with and really helped us, introduce us to these characters and worlds. So it's very special. Let me know what you think. Have a fantastic day. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you are into comic books, comic booky things, and superheroes, my wife Jill has been working very, very hard on resin pieces that are using repurposed comic book pages that were being thrown out, recycled, trashed, given to landfills, just all kinds of stuff. They were going to end up clogging the system and attacking the earth. And of course, she's found a really creative and artistic way to create something new out of it that I think is very beautiful, awesome, and just, let's be honest, it's shui. It's over on enchantedglamour.com, and every purchase helps to support our channel and future endeavors, so we appreciate you very much. Have a fantastic day, and as always, everyone, stay shui.